Hi everyone and welcome back to the Bodcast. This is episode 191 and I'm here and Ian is here.
Hello.
And we are ready for another episode.
Are we? Are we
No,
ready?
No, we're not ready. It's Tuesday as we record this because that's generally when we record, and
That's when we try to record.
that's when we try, yeah. Sometimes it's Thursday. But the Bricklink Designer Program, round 4, series 4, whatever they're calling it, 4.
Yeah.
Went up for pre-order today.
It did.
It's always very inconveniently timed with the school run for us, but I found it a breeze trying to place an order today. And that was even with me using 4G, which never really works on my phone, and trying to use it in the car. I found the set I wanted. I clicked buy. It hovered a little. I'm thinking, it hasn't actually added it to my cart. But that was just, it was slow.
Okay.
And then I placed the order. And nothing jammed, nothing stopped.
Yeah.
It all just happened. And I was like, wow.
So, I had a look at, what time was it? 6-ish? And at that point, all 5 had been funded, but none had sold out.
Yeah.
When I checked a little while ago, so...
7:40 is when the first set sold out.
Okay.
Because I looked at the times of people going, wow, it's sold out already.
Okay.
So I could extrapolate that it was 20 minutes ago from the time I looked, and that was 7:40.
Okay.
And the one that
Since then, another one has sold out.
Ah, well, I haven't looked. So 7:40, the set that sold out was Medieval Castle or Seafront, whatever, a Sea Market. Is that what it's called? And it's Castle. Castle is always popular, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
So the second one to sell out, I am guessing, was not the train, maybe the Siege Encampment.
The Castle Accessory Pack.
Castle Accessory Pack, yeah. So Castle and more Castle.
Castle
People
and more
just
Castle.
love the Castle.
They do.
And we've seen this. It is crazy.
Yeah.
Do you think that, given they're selling out within, or in less than 4 hours, that Lego maybe should get the idea that they're not providing enough?
So how would they fix that?
Provide more.
Okay, but...
They don't have the space to do
if we assume that the Lego printing machines are running
full pelt
the whole time, how do they provide more? What do they remove in order to do it?
Star Wars.
Star Wars. Drop Star Wars, do more Bricklink Designer Program.
Drop the art sets.
Drop the assets.
Drop maybe a bit of Technic. I'll be alright with that. Sorry, people. Ninjago isn't all that exciting to me.
Really?
I'd like some Ninjago, but quite a lot of it is...
The workshop?
Again, the workshops I'm obviously going to get because we have all the other Ninjago City sets. But it's not my favourite.
Yeah.
Like we talked about before, it's quite mechy.
Yeah.
And I'm not the biggest of mech fans. I just don't get the point of them.
Yeah.
I do like it when people sing songs about mechs, though.
What?
That's what's like me. As soon as you say mech, all I can hear is Not That Sam Smith's We Wish You a Mechy Christmas. Have you not heard it?
I have.
Oh,
yes.
it's the best. And that immediately is what floods my brain. So
Okay.
if you haven't heard it, people, go and check it out. It's funny. But yeah, I don't. Like most of the Ninjago sets we don't get. I quite like some of the temples, but they're not going to fit it in because they don't have the space to do it.
Yeah.
I get it.
It's interesting because I had this conversation earlier.
Then do 3 sets, but more quantities.
Well, that's the question, is do you reduce the number of sets, you can increase the quantity? Because presumably, so we know that there's very complicated schedules and that they have to book time on the machines to print them and stuff, and that has to be done well in advance.
Kind of feels like, when you're at university and you need to book time on a machine to do your coursework or something.
Yeah.
Like you just have like a sign-up sheet.
Yes.
Just have that on the machine. I've got this commandeered
Yeah,
with
that's
this
how it
time
works.
for this. Okay, cool.
But they obviously have to book that on the assumption that all 5 sets sell out.
Yes.
So should it be that if some sets don't sell out, then they release extra of the sets that have? How would you do that at the end of
Yeah, no, I don't know how
If
you
you go,
would.
right, well, here's a bonus day where we're going to release extra sets for these ones that sold out.
I mean, my impression was that they have already made all the parts for the sets before we even do the pre-orders. So
I think
the machine time is gone.
I thought it was they'd made the majority of it. So how it works is that all of the submissions need to be based on the currently available or currently in production parts.
Yeah.
Stickers are obviously done separately, and prints as well, I assume.
Right.
And so those, presumably they have a time slot where they can get those done.
Mm-hmm.
And I would assume that's done after all the orders have come in. Because those can't be reused elsewhere.
Yeah.
Whereas, we need this many doors, then if they don't sell, then those doors either go into
Pick a Brick
or into other sets. It's less of an issue.
There's been a rumour that there's different parts on the Pick a Brick in Leicester Square, by the way.
I heard that rumour.
Yeah, okay. I don't know what the parts are.
Have we had any confirmation of it?
Okay, 1 second. There's an app, isn't there, that you can see what's in the stores if people have updated it. And I have that app.
What's the app called?
I have to confirm I have a lot of different apps, and I never know which one is which because they all just look like Lego things, which they are. And it's not until you open it you're like, oh, this is this Lego thing. I think it's called Brick Assist.
Brick Assist.
Where did I say? Leicester Square?
Yeah.
Leicester Square, yeah. This pab has no ambassador yet. No one has done it.
Okay.
So that's not helpful, is it?
So there's a Facebook group.
Yeah.
Which I couldn't get into.
Oh, well, I've got that Facebook group.
Has anyone posted in there?
I don't know.
There's a Discord server.
There's so many places.
It, and I couldn't see anything on the Discord.
Right.
So, the last Leicester Square post is over 6 months old.
Right, let's have a look and see. I don't see anything from Leicester Square on the...
Okay.
So, there's a rumour, but we
rumour.
cannot confirm nor deny. But one hopes that there will be change soon. It needs to be. But anyway, we were talking about Brick a Brick. So, I think the only way is do fewer designs to get larger numbers.
Yeah. No, isn't it? So,
and I'd be down for that because there's too many to choose from. But
we've already said, I think the next round there's a couple of sets we want. Then the round after there's nothing that we want.
Yeah, next round is the add-on to the Mushroom House.
And the Transylvania castle thing, which is quite cool.
Yeah.
But, so at work, there's a Slack channel all about Lego, and we were talking about it. And then the guy who's next to me was asking what it was. And he was, when I explained how it works, he looked on it.
The Bricklink Designer Program.
Yeah.
Right.
And he was hugely confused by the fact that it's a crowdsourced thing that's got a limit on it.
Yeah, because it doesn't make any sense.
It's not really crowdsourced.
No.
It's just pre-orders.
Yeah.
It is a weird system.
Yeah, it is. Because we're not paying up front either. So it's not like they need the money to fund it.
Yeah.
Crowdfunding is give me the money so I can actually go and make this thing. Like, I can't afford to do it without you. Lego very much can afford to make these sets without us. It is literally just pre-orders.
Yeah.
I think actually at this time it did sort of say pre-order on it.
I think it probably always
But it
does
also
somewhere.
says funded, which is an odd thing. Yeah.
So I suppose that's the only element of crowdfunding that they've got, is that if it doesn't get enough
Then they won't
pre-orders, then they cancel it.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I think that can happen with other things where you get pre-orders as well.
So we only ordered the one this time. I was wondering whether the fact that I could get on quite easily was down to the fact that not as many people were buying, but then the fact that it's already sold out too.
But you've got to remember, the Castle in the Forest sold out in under 20 minutes.
Right, so it's still taking too long. No, it's
I'm
not
sure
taking
in the
too long.
last round.
But that was in the first round when there was fewer.
But in the last round, they still had some sets that were selling out in under an hour, I think.
Yeah, so you're saying that people have lost momentum.
This one did seem slower.
It's 4. Like we've gone through 4 rounds of this, and we're like, we don't have any money left, or we'll just wait for the next castle to come.
So
up.
in
Like you said before, like you want that castle, but now there's another castle. I want that castle. Oh, there might be a better castle. I'll hold out.
Yes, it's like I was talking about this at work in a Slack channel, and I can't remember what we ended up ordering from the next round.
This round, the ones we ordered last time.
Yeah.
Oh, Harbour Masters 1.
Mm.
I have to go and actually look because I don't remember what was in that round.
Did we end up getting the castle?
There was yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, Forest Stronghold.
That's the one, called. The castle.
The castle. The castle. The castle. I've gone to the wrong place. Art of Chocolate, Forest Stronghold, and Harbour Master's Office is what we ordered from last time.
Yeah.
And this time we went for the Riverside Scholars. And that one seems to be marginally the least popular. Maybe, it's hard to tell.
It is hard to tell.
I feel like I need a ruler. But I'm fine. Yeah. We were unsure about the merchant boat. We have gone for not getting the merchant boat. Yeah. And I think I'm fine with that. I think I probably could have sat out. But I do like that build.
Yes.
And because we already have a previous one.
Well, the 2 previous ones, isn't it?
Ocean House and Mountain Windmill.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, and there was no hype this time either. Like, no one sent me any links to get in, I guess because it wasn't a problem.
Maybe.
But no one was like, oh, are you ready to order?
Yeah.
Like, I think this one was a bit low. And I don't know if that... Is that a sign of things to come?
Don't know. I mean, we do know this round's quite expensive.
We certainly felt it was expensive. I think it's also badly timed. Like, a lot of us in the UK are getting ready to save all our cash for Bricktastic.
Yeah.
They've done lug bulk for about now. So you got to save your money for that as well.
Yeah.
Like, we can't keep all spending on Lego. It's a lot.
Yeah, in some cases it's just a bit overwhelming.
Yeah, I just don't see the need for this program. Like, there's enough Lego in the world as it is, and there's also non-Lego that is now contending.
There is.
Look at me segueing.
Wow, you've been spending a lot of time with Greg.
I have not. Well, I have, mainly because he talks too much. Sorry, Greg.
But yeah, we've now... Well, have we got anyone new coming into the Lego market? It doesn't seem like it.
We've got Mattel saying that they are going to have a brick shop.
Yeah.
Mattel already own Mega Constructs.
Yeah.
So are they just rebranding Mega Constructs? Yeah. Or are they doing something else that's maybe more aimed at adults? Nobody knows because it wasn't clear what their announcement was. And the announcements fell on the anniversary of the brick patent. Therefore, Lego's birthday, not really birthday.
But also at the world's largest toy fair.
Yeah. So you can spin this whichever way you want. And I don't think it's worth getting all worked up about at this stage.
Yeah.
I definitely have brand loyalty to Lego. But I'm the longer it goes on, the more misguided I sometimes feel because they keep annoying me with decisions, quality, price. And I think it's just because we've gone this far, I don't want to start introducing a third party and then regret it later on because there might be some difference in the pieces and stuff. And I don't want to have to go, right, well, this room's the Lego room and this room's the Fun Hole room and this room's the Fantasy room. And this one might be the Mattel room. Who knows? Like, I just... It stresses me out no end.
Yeah.
We got once your parents bought the girls like these little mini dolls from a market in Spain, which were clearly not mini dolls. They were clearly just fakey dolls, which is a weird thing to say, fakey dolls. Now I'm thinking raggy dolls and raggy dolls. And the stress those two things being in our house brought me.
It wasn't always also the weird one that we didn't think was Lego and was.
The ones your parents brought in?
Yeah.
That you wouldn't mistake that though as, oh, I accidentally put that and attached it to my bricks. That was just really retro old Lego. I can't even remember what it was, the little pigtail girl.
Yeah.
But that didn't bother me as much. It was the ones that aren't Lego, and if it got mixed into the collection, can it endanger your Lego? Will it break them if you put the two together? Like, can you affect the clutch power of your Lego by using non-Lego stuff?
I suppose in theory.
I don't know. Like, what bad thing would actually happen? Why am I so anxious about this?
So you tend to see this with cheese slopes.
I thought you were going to say with actual cheese.
No.
You tend to see this with cheese. If you buy the Edam and then you try and have something... No, carry on.
I mean, obviously, if you put a normal cheese next to a brie, then the brie
coating
will go over everything.
Yeah, well, if you leave it out of the fridge, it's not so bad.
Even in the fridge. If you leave cheese close to brie, then it'll spread quite quickly. But with cheese slopes, you quite often see them cracking.
But those are normally the Lego ones.
Yes.
You're saying...
So even if you had a stud which was just a tiny little bit bigger, that's putting extra pressure on those.
Yeah. So
you'd see more breaking. I think... I don't know if it's just 1x1s are particularly susceptible to it.
Because they're small and they don't have, like, the strength?
Because they don't have the flexibility.
Oh, okay.
Because if you think the corners are the most rigid part, and so the closer together the corners are, the harder it is for the Lego to bend.
Yeah. Bendy Lego sounds bad, but I guess you want a little tiny bit of flex in there, don't you?
Yeah, that's what clutch is.
Oh, is that what that is? Okay.
Yeah.
The anxiety of the wrong thing being in my Lego collection is a lot, and therefore that's why I'm brand loyal. Not because I love Lego and I think they're the best. It's just I already have a lot of it, and why would you risk mixing things?
Yeah.
But I think the future will be adding a few different things. Certainly there will be designs that we'll see from other companies, and I'll be like, oh, I really want that.
Yeah.
But space is still an issue for the Lego, so I just have to say no.
That is true. But it might be cheaper.
Yeah.
So you could sell some Lego and buy some non-Lego. And buy me food.
You make it sound like I don't feed you.
You don't.
You are well fed.
Did you cook me dinner tonight?
We went to my mother's house.
Exactly.
And she cooked you dinner. I don't see that's my... That's
Just
nothing to do with the Lego.
Dinner tonight.
I sometimes don't cook for dinner for you because you cook your own dinner.
I know.
That's fine too.
Good night.
Hey, my food isn't that bad. I think it's fine. The girls eat it. You're the issue. Okay. I don't know. I'm still like Lego. Yeah. But I wish they would be better.
Yes. So we've said that from Mattel's press release, we know virtually nothing. Mm-hmm. So all we've seen is the name and the logo and a small blurb, which the blurb actually talks more about Mattel, like, history with toys and stuff.
Well, it does say about a wave of sets coming.
Yes, so we know that it's more than just one set, it's going to be a wave. But it's interesting that despite the fact that the blurb purely talked about toys, a lot of people have gone, oh, it's aimed at adults, or they're going to do a pick-a-brick style online store, and all of these things are just...
Because it's fun to hypothesize.
Is that because that's what people want?
Do people want a competitor to Lego in the parts space? Is that what you're saying? Maybe. I mean, the Lego's expensive. And people want to be creative, but parts will always be the problem.
Yes.
Like having the parts you need. So, yeah, maybe that is what people want. But I don't know what I want.
Yeah.
I want less choice and smaller prices.
Yeah. But as I said, this could just be a rebrand of Mega Constructs, in which case, does it make any difference whatsoever?
Do we hate Mega Constructs?
I think Mega Constructs has a slightly weird association with younger kids, because they started off as Mega Blocks, which was essentially a competitor to Duplo.
Yeah.
And so when they moved into Mega Constructs and competing with
Lego.
normal sized Lego, I think still that Duplo side of it persisted.
What, we're like, it's not cool enough for us because we're grown-ups.
Maybe.
Sorry. But we don't hate them because they're bad quality or anything. Would you build a Mega Construct set?
I don't know. They've never really, none of the themes I've seen have really interested me.
They did He-Man. He-Man. What else did they do? Pokemon? Have they got Pokemon?
I know there's also been really weird things, like I know that early Mega Construct sets, the bags didn't have numbers on them.
Because that was a Lego.
Because Lego still had a patent on having a number on a bag,
which is a ridiculous
Lego.
thing.
I don't know how they got that patent.
Yeah,
it's the craziest.
Can they not just put numbers on instead? Could they not just put numbers on instead?
I mean letters.
That's the one. Yeah, it did mean letters.
Don't know.
I'm glad you knew that. I meant.
Yeah.
Mind reader.
But yeah, so that made it more difficult. That patent has since run out, and so now they can put numbers on. And so I think the building experience has changed. I have definitely heard of people complain about quality of either the build or the bricks themselves. But I don't know how current that is.
Okay. I mean, I don't want to invest in finding out that the products aren't the best.
Yeah.
Like, that's the problem. I guess maybe when we get the displays in the other room, if there's a Funhole set or a fantasy set that really does pique my interest, but I won't be putting it in the city, like I'm literally using it as a display set, what's it matter? If I'm never going to break it down, it's just going to go on display. Yeah. Then that's a thing I could do. Intriguing. I just don't want to open a big can of here's extra stuff you can buy. It's too much for me. So,
but in some ways, if you consider that the amount that Lego's bringing out, it's not like you can get all of the Lego. So we're in a world where there's more available than you can buy.
Yes, but if there's more available than that, and I like some of that, I have to start making decisions on, well, this is the stuff from Lego that I like enough to buy, and now this is the stuff from these other places.
Why can't it just be, here's a group of brick-built things that I like to buy and ignore who they come from?
Because I can't do that.
You can't.
Because I'm still anxious about the Lego, like, being pure, and I don't get it. Like, I'm way better now at, I can have custom minifigs or things like that. I think that's fine. As long as they're Lego parts, I think, in my head.
Oh, okay, so it still has to be Lego parts, but they can be custom prints.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
You don't care, do you?
No, I don't care.
Would you buy, like, just blocks or whatever it is from the TK Maxx bargain bin or whatever? Or do you still want it to be a reputable brand?
Yeah, you want it to be a reputable brand so you know that the quality of the bricks is okay. One of the weird questions is what happens if you do have a large collection of parts and it does get contaminated?
Burn it all.
What do you then do about shows? Are you then having to, every time you build a mock, check for the Lego print on everything before you put it in?
Just the ones on the top?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, obviously for
filler bricks,
tiles,
you wouldn't be able to tell, would you?
Yeah, it's harder to tell. They still say Lego on the underside of them.
Yeah, but who's doing that?
Well, this is the thing. Do you have to do that?
No.
If shows have a rule that it has to be Lego?
Who's going to know?
People know.
They don't.
Maybe.
They don't.
It'll depend. And, I mean, it will then get into weird things about colours.
Yeah.
Because they won't be exact matches on colours, and so...
Again, people aren't looking that closely.
No.
So it's fine. I think we just wait and see what Mattel come out with.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on the other people. Fantasy, Punhole.
Punhole.
Yeah, Fantasy and Punhole. That's what I've decided they are.
Okay. A whole lot of puns.
It's a whole lot of puns. That's like dad life, isn't it? A whole lot of puns.
Yeah.
Okay, so talking about places you can buy bricks, I just want to let people know in Northern Ireland that there will soonish, be a Lego store there. Belfast somewhere. Exciting for them.
Yeah.
First one.
And obviously...
That's the 21st Lego store apparently in the UK.
Okay.
So I've got to go and get a whole bunch more stamps.
Yeah.
I'm not doing well. I feel like I need to get more stamps. We need to start going on road trips just to get stamps.
But I mean, also for those people in the north of Ireland as well, it'll be closer than having to go all the way down to Dublin to get to the store.
Where they put two stores.
Where they put two, just to confuse things.
It's very confusing. I'm just showing myself where all the stores in our country are.
Okay.
Because I want to know how far I've got to go to get my store associates experience. I find it funny that's listed as part of the experience. Experience the store associates. Right, in the UK. Birmingham we've done.
Yep.
What's the Birmingham Utility Arena? Where's this? Oh, the Discovery one.
Yes.
Okay.
Utility Arena.
We've done those two, yeah. Blue Water. I feel like we could have done Blue Water.
Okay.
I don't know. Is that...
Surely you have to check your stamps.
No, as in, I don't think we have.
Okay. Is this one that we argue is in Essex?
By the Dartford Tunnel. So I don't think it's quite Essex.
Okay.
But...
Practically.
Okay. Cardiff is a long way to go. Did Cribs Causeway. Edinburgh's a long way to go. Glasgow's a long way to go. Legoland we've done. Leeds? Have we done Leeds?
We've not done Leeds.
Why have we not done Leeds? Liverpool? Have we done Liverpool?
Not done Liverpool.
Battersea. We haven't done Battersea, have we?
No.
Leicester Square, Westfield and Stratford I think we have done.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got to go to some of these Manchester ones.
Yeah, because we've only done Arndale.
We're going to go to the Trafford Centre on the Friday morning of Bricktastic. We could.
Good.
We've done Milton Keynes. Have we done Newcastle? That's a bit far.
No, not been up.
Sheffield we've done. Cabot Circus we've done, and Southampton. So we just need to do a bit more north and a bit more Welsh.
Yeah.
And then when the Ireland one arrives. We've not done bad. 1, 2... Oh, Brighton, I forgot. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, plus one that closed. Can't remember what that one was. But we did that one before it closed. So not too many to go.
Shepherd's Bush.
Shepherd's Bush. Is that actually what it is? No ink. Is it Shepherd's Bush that they're talking about there?
I can't remember.
Oh, I don't remember either. Anywho, just thought I'd mention that. Do you want to quickly rate the room? Only because I want it to be higher.
-3, I think.
Don't look at the door too much.
Yeah.
-3. Okay. We got more storage.
We did get more storage.
It's looking a bit empty. Also,
Yes.
we're missing 2 thingies.
2 drawers.
Do you think we took those with us to a show? We need to find them because it's bugging me.
I've got one of them's downstairs, I feel.
What? Why?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, we need to get them back in here because it's really like, you know, that anxiety thing. It's rife.
Okay.
But yeah, as soon as you get more storage, it's easier to store your Lego
Yes.
off the floor. Who'd have thunk it?
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. It's always a moving target because the more I sort the Lego, the more we bring in more Lego to then sort. So I had a good sort stream today though, so. Whoop.
Cool.
Any other Lego news that you're aware of?
Nope.
No. Okay, so next week I think we'll be talking about the 90s competition because the finalists should have been picked for the first part of that next week, so that'll be nice to see. If you've got any takes on the Mattel announcement,
Just crazy conspiracy theories.
Conspiracy theories.
That's much more fun.
Throw them into the mix so that we can all panic. Did you buy any of the Bricklink Designer Programs? Let us know that as well. And we'll be back next week for another episode of the podcast. Bye.
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 Bye. Can you not go low?
Bye.